Got him. Big school tarpon right there. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Let's go, man. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Summertime Outdoors. And if you cannot already tell, we are back in the beautiful Florida Keys today, and I just drug the kayak down off this roadside launch, and we're going to launch out and fish some flats today. I have never fished this area of the Florida Keys before, so really hoping for tarpon, trout, maybe some snook, barracudas, tarpon. You really never know. Snapper, grouper, you can catch anything down here. So we're going to launch a kayak, get the fishing. We've had a great week. We got a new truck. I have a new baby nephew, Bo, that was born yesterday, so life is good right now, and now we're in the Florida Keys fishing, so let's go catch some fish. Let's go catch some fish. All right, y'all, so we checked all the mangroves through there and some of the cuts, and I didn't see much of anything, but there is a big flat out here that the channel runs through. I'm gonna get up on that and see if I can't sight fish anything. And then we're gonna work all these mangroves all the way down around, and then we'll end up hopefully maybe fishing that bridge or some creeks over on the other side. But that is the plan for right now. You can see we have beautiful water, and we're back in the Keys, and it honestly does not get much better than this. 70 degrees, sunny, 5 miles an hour. Let's catch some fish, man. All right, y'all, we just got out to that flat, so I wanted to see. We've been cruising out here for about 2 hours, haven't seen much at all, but I'm gonna search the rest of this shallow flat for some fish, and then maybe head into the mangroves in there and look for some snook, tarpon, sea trout, things like that. But I wanted to see if there's any bonefish or permit or even some tarpon out on this flat, because it looks so good. What are those? Oh, tarpon. Look at these freaking tarpon, dude. Okay, we just saw a whole school tarpon. Good tarpon too. Cruising right down this flat, and I was starstruck. Completely starstruck, because I haven't seen jack diddly squat out here. But we're getting into some fish. We just fished all this flats out there for freaking miles. I did not see much of anything, but dude, there's a bunch of tarpon that we can sight fish. Like, those were 10 to 30 pounders. We can do some freaking damage if we can find some more tarpon. I'll let the wind push me and just see if I can't get a good cast at one. There's some right here. Some more. Got him. Big school tarpon right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was like a school of 20 of them. What in the flip is going on? Oh my gosh. There was like 20 tarpon. I hooked like a 20 pounder on the voodoo shrimp. What the flip? What the flip? This is what I've been looking for all day, boys and girls. With the incoming tide today. They should maybe push up a little bit on the flats, but that was, I've never sight fished a freaking tarpon off a flat before like that. I could do that every day the rest of my freaking life. I'm shaking right now. That was so epic. Let's see if we can find some more though, because I've seen probably 30 or 40 tarpon already. So let's keep looking because they're in here. I may even go back up this flat and drift back down, but maybe we'll see some roll through here or something. I don't know. Those ones were laid up in this little cut. So maybe that's the strategy. I don't know. My mind's moving freaking way faster than my IQ can comprehend. I know that. That was crazy. Tarpon up in front of me. Bunch of tarpon coming right at me. There's literally tons of them. Giant school tarpon. One swiped at it. Come on, why don't you smoke it? Oh no, one did smoke it. There's like 30 tarpon on this flat. Got one. Are you kidding me? All those freaking tarpon, and I catch the smallest barracuda known to man. Son of a bitch, man. I'm about to say, that thing, drug that thing in like a little schoolgirl. They just went this way, so let's go find them again. They're sitting up on this flat, warming up for sure, and they want to eat. I just can't stick one to save my freaking life. Been coming right at me. Got one. Look at them all right here. Is this one not jumping or? Oh, look at that, dude. That is insane. Oh. Look at that, y'all. We got one. Absolute beauty, too. Look at that thing. Tarpon are so hard to land, even when they're juveniles. Look at that. Voodoo shrimp right in the top of the mouth, just how you want it. And that is an absolute beauty. I'm not going to pull this fish out of the water, but let's see if we can show you on the GoPro Hero a nice release. That is a beautiful, beautiful tarpon, man. Oh boy. A whole school of them tarpon came right at me, and I finally made a good cast, and they were just right up here. And there's probably going to be some more as we work down, but that felt so good. We've been out here for 3 or 4 hours now, and I found a little flat with a drop off, and there's just tarpon all over the thing. And they're just cruising back and forth on the edge, and I'm seeing just the big dark blobs come right down the edge, and I'm able to sight fish them before they can see me, which is nice. And I don't think they're super pressured either, so hopefully some more come down. I got to retie because that one freed me up pretty good, but let's get back to fishing. Oh, that was awesome. But I do think it's time to maybe work our way down this flat because these fish have called onto us, I think. We'll go back this way, look on the other side of this cut here, and just work our way down these mangroves until we find some more fish, whether they're tarpon or something else. Alright y'all, we've been cruising down the mangroves for about, I don't know, 2 hours or so and haven't seen much at all. We just saw a couple big barracudas, which are cool, but oh, got something. Whoa, what was that? What the heck was that? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think we got a barracuda one. That thing took off like a freight train. Oh yeah, nice barracuda. I don't know how we're still hooked up, but we were just throwing the prawn star around because I saw a few barracudas, and what do you know? There you go. Look at that thing with the black spots and all. That is a cool fish, man. Look at the teeth on that sucker. Finally found something on these mangroves. We've been fishing for 2 hours without really seeing much. And that's the ultimate test for the Aztec, and look at that. All them barracuda teeth and don't even matter. Oh, I was curious about if those things would hold up with a freaking barracuda. And we hooked it right in the corner of the mouth. Didn't even fray our leader there. That was awesome. There you go. Look at those freaking teeth, man. That is insane. Look at that. And that thing came in and smoked that prawn star. Look at those teeth one more time. And now we're going to get a nice healthy release on this baby. And they smell. If you ever caught barracuda before, they stink. They absolutely stink. And there she goes. That was pretty sweet. But we have been fishing for about 2 hours along these mangroves and haven't seen anything. And we got into this cove and I saw about 3 or 4 barracudas started casting, and 2 or 3 casts in. We caught that one, but the ones I saw were a lot bigger than that. So we're gonna keep fishing in here. I don't really know how the 30-pound leader is gonna do, but if we hook them in the corner of the mouth like that one, we should be good. But tarpon on the flats, big barracuda on the flats, it really doesn't get much better. So let's keep fishing. Bunch of fish right here. I just saw a big tarpon, but it's spooked. I don't know where the rest of them went, but last time we found one group of tarpon, there was more. So we're gonna loop back around, see if we can find some more. Tarpon right here, guys. Nice tarpon. Bunch of tarpon. There's some good ones. Got him. No. If they eat again, they're so dumb. There's a couple other ones in there. That one ate it twice. And if you're wondering why I'm throwing a line drive cast on top of these fish like an idiot instead of like taking my time and leading them after I get a hit, it's because I'm an idiot and I get too excited. I get way too excited. And that is my issue right now, because the excitement I get out of these freaking fish, and I screw the casts up. But I think if maybe, just maybe, I can relax a little bit, I could maybe get a good hook set on one and maybe set my drag correctly, and just maybe we'll catch another tarpon. Alright y'all, well, we have not gotten a bite for about 3.5, 4 hours. I searched just about every mangrove cove on the other side of this bridge, and I saw 2 tarpon the whole time, and they were very far in between from each other. And I don't even know. Just sharks, little barracudas, things like that. But there is a bridge, so I think I'm gonna go and try jigging the bridge the end of the day, and hopefully we can catch some snapper or grouper off of that. But this wind kicked up and it's really hard for me to sight fish on the flats. I probably should have given it up earlier and tried something new, but I really wanted to try to find some bigger tarpon on these flats. So I think that this area is probably gonna be a lot better in about a month or two once a lot of tarpon push up here. But we still saw a decent amount of fish on the flats, but all those schools of tarpon we saw were probably half mile to a mile away from each other in those increments. So just really had to grind it out to find them. But once we found them, they would eat, but I kind of stink at setting the hook, as you guys have seen in this video. But hopefully the bridge will be our saving grace and we can end the day with maybe even some tarpon on the bridge, grouper, snapper, really whatever's willing to bite. So let's pedal against the wind about a mile over there and hopefully catch some fish. Alright, we're getting up to the bridge, so I'm gonna grab a little 4-inch mulligan, put the old prawn star away for now, and I'm gonna throw and just reel kind of subsurface, not jig on the bottom on a few of these because they're pretty shallow, and then once we get up to the fenders in the channel, then we'll start jigging on the bottom. But that is the plan. So let's see if we can catch something then today. Here's and see if this will provide us something because it's deeper. Guess I'll try throwing the prawn star in the upper water column. I don't know, man. I was expecting at least to catch some snapper and grouper and stuff, but I didn't get. I got little pecks from probably a little grouper and stuff, but I didn't get nothing. There's a fish. Feels pretty good. Finally got a bite. Oh, that feels so good. Oh boy. Feels like a jack species of some sorts. Nice jack ball. Definitely not sticking my hands in the water down here, I know that. Whoa, whoa. Finally caught something off the bridge, man. My golly, that took us forever. Smoked that little prawn star. Finally got something off the bridge. No snapper or grouper. Checking the bottom, decided to put the Prawn star back warning. She was ready. Oh man, it felt good to freaking hear the drag rip, that's for sure. But it's been a grind after seeing them tarpon. But the wind is dying off, so I may even get back into the mangroves and explore a little bit. But we're gonna see if we can't maybe knock off a few more fish off the bridge. A bunch of bait jumping out of the water. There's gotta be some more jacks around. Maybe even a yellow jack, or better yet, a freaking tarpon. Oh, there he is. Another little jack. These are basically right under the kayak. Honestly, it just feels good to catch some fish in a beautiful place, man. Got to sight fish some tarpon today. End of the day catching some jacks. They're chasing bait all around me. I'm hoping that there's maybe some tarpon, or I love yellow jacks too. There's a fish. Feels like another Jackie boy. This is a little bit bigger than the last one though, I think. Gosh, they're such workhorses, dude. We got a pretty, light tackle setup too, making this fight pretty dang fun. It's definitely a jack. Another decent one. Waiting for a shark to come up and clobber one of these things. I'm making a weird noise. What's wrong with you? What the hell? That's the most feminine jack I've ever heard. That thing might have had its chromosomes mixed up. Alright. Let's see if we can get another one. There's a thump. What is that? That's a snook. That's a snook. That's a snook, gotta be. Gotta be a snook. He's going, digging. No. Gotta get him away from the bridge. Oh, big snook. Big snook, big snook. Oh my gosh, kinda wasn't expecting that. Let's go, man. Woo. For down here, I believe that is a very nice snook. And look at that thing. Choked that prawn star. And look at that beauty, man. That's a... Oh, come on. You're alright. Oh, you're alright. That is a beautiful, beautiful Florida Keys snookeroonie going back. Gosh, that was sick. I was not expecting that. I felt that thump and I'm like, that is a snook thump, that is not a jack. But I'm hoping if there's one nice snook there, there may be a school of them or something off these pilings. I knew there's snook here, but that was I think that was a pretty big snook for the Keys. Comment down below if that's like a big snook for the Keys. That's probably high 20s, maybe slot, I don't know. But how big does snook get in the Keys? Because up where I stay, Jupiter, and above that whole east coast, 40 is pretty common. But down here, I'm not sure. So you guys let me know. There he is. Thought I saw a swirl. That's a jack. I thought I saw a swirl and I'm like, was that a big fish trying to eat my lure? And what do you know? Nice jack. Whoa. I don't care what you guys say about jacks, but they have probably saved more days of fishing than any other fish I've ever caught. If you're having a slow day or a slow afternoon, and then these guys come and just save you. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh man. I'm gonna take a few more casts on the bridge and I'm gonna work my way around these mangroves because I think those creeks, like I said, could be good at sunset and have some tarpon or even some more snook ready to go. So make sure my new truck's still in the lot and isn't towed or vandalized. All right, y'all. Well, that is gonna just about wrap it up for this video. And for exploring a new area I've never fished before with very little intel, I think we did pretty good. I do think those flats with those tarpon in about a month or two, it's gonna be absolutely loaded. But we fished, I don't know how many miles of mangroves looking for those things. And if the wind didn't kick up, I do think we would have caught some more because we just couldn't see. I did see some more fish, but it ended up being pretty much a grind. And then we got on the bridge, tried jigging some grouper snapper, that fell through, and then we ended up catching that nice snook, a few nice jacks as well. And that was just rounded out, just an awesome day in the Keys. And we're gonna sit here and enjoy the sunset. We do have 3 more days to fish down here, so we're gonna do bridges, canals, hopefully some bonefish, things like that. So if you're interested in any of those videos, please like and subscribe. Every Wednesday at 5:30, I try to get a video out. So I appreciate you guys for making it this far in a video, even though I screwed up a bunch of tarpon eats today. I probably should have caught 4 or 5, but that's just the way she goes sometimes. So we'll see you in the next one. Got him! Big school tarpon right there. Oh my gosh! Oh boy! Let's go, man!